at the beginning of this week, you are going to see this really, really weird person. You're going to come across this really, really strange person. Everything is going to be strange and everything is going to be unusual about this person. You know, their energy is going to be strange, their energy is going to be unusual, the way they look is going to be unusual, the way they dress is going to be unusual. You know, this person is really going to get your attention. Sorry, there is no doubt about it whatsoever, but purely and especially because that person is going to be wearing something really, really unusual in particular, and this is what's going to get your attention like instantly. And then you're going to notice other things about that particular person as well. Everything is going to be rather unusual, and you know, this person is going to feel like they just came from a completely different time, honestly, for some reason. But for some reason also, you will clearly know and you will clearly understand that this person is somebody really, really clever and somebody really, really wise as well. Okay, this is what their vibe is going to be giving out quite a lot. No matter what they wear and no matter what they do. Do you know what I mean, my gorgeous Sagittarini? So the moment in time you come across this like really strange and unusual person at around the beginning of this week, listen, there is more to it. There are two things almost instantly going to be on your mind. There are two things instantly going to be on your mind, my gorgeous Sagittarini, okay? And your number is also, when it comes to this week, number 29. This is a very powerful number, but it also means that you are in for such a lovely surprise. It means that you are going to have this really strange situation taking place at around the beginning of this week, but there are going to be two major things that are going to come out of that situation, like two major reminders you're going to have. Do you understand what I mean? This is what this number means when it comes to numerology and when it comes to this week in particular. So the moment in time you see this unusual person, my gorgeous Sagittarini, at that moment in time you are instantly, I don't know how to explain this, but you're instantly going to be reminded of two things. You are instantly gonna be reminded of something you wanted to start, something you need to start. Okay, do you understand me? This is where all this is boiling down to. So this strange person you're gonna come across, it's like your omen. This is like your sign, okay? Because almost instantly you are going to be reminded of two like really important things you instantly need to give your attention to. And I hope you are going to. So number one is you're instantly going to be reminded of something you wanted to start, something you needed to start, something you want to start so badly. Okay, this is your sign that it's time for you to start this. Okay, there are some major bright prospects connected to this path. Indeed. And this path, what you have been thinking about starting, you know, what you're going to be reminded of, you know, it's going to be so successful for you. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. And the second thing that you're going to be reminded of, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's also gonna be like, you know, somebody who just like kind of broke your heart recently. Somebody broke your heart recently, and you're gonna be reminded of that particular person, and you will know what to do. You will know what to do. You need to kind of really go and speak to that person. You will know what you need to do. There is something that you're gonna need to talk to this this person about. There is something that you're going to need to resolve, because it's to do with something that was left unresolved. And if this particular thing is left unresolved, it's going to be bad for you, and it's going to be bad for that person as well. Okay, it's maybe something that you don't want to do at this stage of your life, but I strongly recommend you to do this. You may find this challenging, but hey, the bigger the challenge is, the greater reward is going to be, because this in itself means that you are gonna go and talk to this person who broke your heart for whichever reason, because I have a very strong indication for you to do this immediately, to act now, and I can clearly see that you're gonna do this. I know that you're gonna find this a little bit difficult. I know that you're gonna find this a little bit challenging, my gorgeous Sagittarini, but then again, number one, some kind of really annoying problem is going to be resolved, and number two, this is going to be extremely beneficial for you, and it's going to be beneficial for that other person as well. But when it comes to you, you're going to feel so much better within. You're going to feel so much happier within. You will see, as soon as this problem is resolved, you know, there are some really interesting ideas you're already going to have. But these ideas that you are going to have are really going to be like kind of a lot to do with your spirituality. For example, this is a great moment in time for you to realize that this is the beginning of your own awakening, okay? Because you just very much so strictly followed your intuition, you were guided by your higher self, and of course that there is going to be substantial reward when it comes to that. And your reward, it's gonna be like, you know, your own awakening, and you are gonna pretty much so gonna feel drawn towards like doing spiritual things, and they're very interesting ideas you are going to have. I strongly suggest you to kind of go with the flow when it comes to this, because oh my god, you're gonna realize so much about yourself, and you're also gonna realize within the next couple of weeks through this, like what you are missing out in life so much and so badly, you know. And this is why this is going to be so important, because it's going to mark the beginning of this time where your life is just about to become so much more interesting and so much more colorful, you know. Absolutely brilliant. And also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, when it comes to the beginning of this week, something really unexpected is going to happen, but, you know, it's more to do with you having this completely unexpected opportunity. At around the beginning of this week, you are going to have this unexpected opportunity, my gorgeous Sagittarini. It really is to do with something that means to you so much, and it's really to do with something you have been waiting for so long. You have been waiting for this opportunity for so long that now towards the end, oh my god, you just became really frustrated. You became really frustrated, and you didn't even like thinking about this opportunity anymore, because it was just making you feel really negative, and it was bringing you down because you've been waiting for it for so long. It really is to do with you, with who you are. It really is to do with your life. It really is to do with your passion. This opportunity means to you so much. I'm telling you, oh my god, you've been waiting for this opportunity for absolute ages. So this is really kind of gonna come like a bomb into your life. Beautiful little bomb, you know. This opportunity is gonna be so unexpected, but trust me, it is something that you've been waiting for a very long time. I know this for a fact, because you're instantly going to you're going to have a reason to celebrate. Seriously, the moment in time you have this opportunity, you are making such a major choice in life when it comes to that opportunity. This is instantly going to turn your life around, the beginning of a really beautiful change. After that moment in time, oh my god, every single priority in your life, it's about to change. Okay, absolutely brilliant, my gorgeous Sagittarini, indeed. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, do you know what? I see this like person My God, somebody is really going to impress you. I think that you're going to be looking at this person. It's to do with this particular person. You know, somebody really cool, somebody really nice, you know, but it's really a lot to do with their life. And it's a lot to do with their lifestyle, with this particular person. It's not about this particular person like how it was at the beginning of this week. This is more at around the midweek. It's more to do with this particular person, but it's to do with their life. And it's to do with their lifestyle, almost as if you're going to be looking at somebody's house or somebody's life or somebody's lifestyle. Oh my God, and there is something that you're going to connect to so much. There is something that you're going to see. There is something that you're going to connect to so much, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And this in itself, it's really to do with your own lifestyle. Like, there is something that you're going to see, and you will also want to kind of do this, you know. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's a certain style of the house that person has, or a certain style of the flat that person has, or maybe it's to do with a garden. If you've got a garden, maybe you're going to see that you like something. Do you know what I mean? There is some kind of a really beautiful idea you are going to connect to so much, and you are going to get and gain through this particular person. So it's really to do with their lifestyle, but at the same time you're going to feel, oh God, a little bit frustrated, because maybe your financial situation, it's not going to allow you to do this. But right now, I mean, that's how I see. There is something about finances that you're instantly going to start to think and worry about. But then again, you know what you need to understand, that we in like about 4 months time, you're already going to be able to do this. There is a lot that's going to change in 4 months time. Within the next 4 months, my gorgeous Sagittarini, there is so much going to change within the next 4 months. And I'm not being funny, but this is going to give you strength, and this is going to give you confidence to take this really seriously, you know, because you're gonna kind of like really connect to this person, and you're gonna connect to whatever, to this particular idea so much, you know, more than you can possibly imagine. You really are going to elevate. You're gonna see things from a different perspective. Yes, I know you're gonna worry about money and finances, but the bottom line is that you are going to get and gain that much needed strength in order to plant this particular seed. And that's already what's happening right now. And I'm still at around the midweek. Listen, I already said to you that within the next 4 months, you know what I mean, your financial situation is going to improve like the biggest mama, like a big mama. Your financial situation is going to improve a lot within the next 4 months. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. But already what I find absolutely interesting, what I find absolutely fascinating, that now you just get connected to somebody's lifestyle, you get this brilliant idea, you're worrying about money, and then like about a day or two later, only like about a day or two later, my God, you really are getting into this such a specific mode, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Honestly, this is the direct result of your own intuition. You do not realize yourself how psychic you actually are. Within the next day or two, you're already going to have such a positive news and such a positive information when it comes to money and when it comes to finances, you know, and this already is the beginning of something really special here, which is going to start to turning your financial situation around. Do you understand what I mean? So already within 1 day or two, we are still at around the midweek. You are going to have such a positive news about money and about finances, and you're going to be like, oh my God, thank God, thank God. You really are going to be very happy, very optimistic, very excited, and you're going to come out of your comfort zone. Honestly, the moment in time you get this important news about money and about finances, you're going to come out of your comfort zone, which means that now you're going to be reminded of, you know, what inspired you a couple of days earlier, but you're also going to be reminded of this plan that now there is something some kind of a plan that you're going to be reminded of, something that you've been planning for a while, you know, but your financial situation maybe wasn't allowing you, you know, it was a lot to do with like feeling this sense of security that maybe you didn't have before. So now you're going to be reminded of some kind of a plan, something that you just weren't able to do anything about it before. It really depends what this is, but this is also going to lead towards such a big victory. You know why? This is going to be really personal, achievement, recognition and victory. You carrying on with this particular plan that now you're going to be reminded of. Now you're going to be able to carry on with this particular plan. This is going to be such a personal victory, such a personal achievement, such a personal recognition, because you are going to escape some kind of a disaster as well with this. I'm sorry, but there is no other way of saying this. You are going to escape some kind of a disaster that would kind of affect your life for a very, very long time. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you know what? It's like now it really is to do. You know, my God, there is this situation that you're gonna come across. Is this something you're gonna again come across? Something it's really going to remind you of this negative stage in your life, you know, from a very long time ago. Something is going to remind you instantly at around the end of this week of something really negative you were going through, maybe in your childhood or maybe like a very, very long time ago. You know, and this is not about you being down. This is not about you being negative. This is not about you feeling sorry for yourself, but this is more about you tapping into something so specific. So specific. There is a reason why this is happening. What a great time of your life this is. There is a reason why you're suddenly going to be reminded of your past. There is a reason why you're going to tap into these certain aspects of your past where you were going through something negative and you weren't really happy, because now, boom, the energy is going to be different. You evolved, you changed, you grew, and now you will be looking at this situation, you will be thinking about this situation from a completely different angle, from a completely different perspective. You're not going to feel how you felt then, but you know, and this is a great sign. This is such an important sign that you've changed, you grew, you evolved, and you got over it. You got over it. You know, brilliant. You got over it. And that's the most important. You're not going to allow this to keep you in the past. You're not going to allow this to keep you stuck in the past, which is absolutely brilliant. But when I said that your eyes are going to open, based on this situation you're going to be reminded of, now you will realize instantly whether you need to set the boundaries when it comes to your life right now. What do you need to do immediately in order to protect yourself, in order to protect your energy, in order to protect your life? You know, it's to do with you setting the boundaries. You will know exactly when and where you need to do this, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And by doing this, I mean that you're also going to realize what exactly do you need to move on from, what exactly do you need to walk away from. You're doing something so smart right now, like, oh my God, because you know, this is the direct result of everything you've been through. This is the direct result of your karma. It's really a lot to do with your spiritual journey. You're not only kind of like really protecting yourself, protecting your energy, but you're also moving on, you know, from things. You're moving forward from things that are really kind of holding you back in the background more than you can possibly imagine. So this is why this is going to be so important indeed. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards and I'm going to see what's going to be your tarot card of the week. I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards and I'm going to see what's going to be your tarot card of the week. Okay, let's just see, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Ooh la la, well, there you go. There you go. Do you know, just pay attention to things that makes you feel good. You know, this is really important. Pay attention to your life, pay attention to your lifestyle, pay attention to how you can be healthier, how you can be, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, and this is exactly what you're going to be feeling when it comes to this week, quite a lot. You're going to be analyzing yourself a lot. You're going to be analyzing your lifestyle. And there are certain things that you have been unhappy about for so long, but you never did anything about it. But now you're going to feel this powerful force. Now you're going to feel this powerful energy. Now you're going to start to resolve problems that have been like bothering you for ever so long, that have been affecting you and your lifestyle and ultimately your happiness, of course. You know, it is very, very important for us to be healthy and to live in an environment, you know, to spend time, you know, when it comes to the environment that we are spending a lot of time in, we always need to kind of keep on making certain changes, you know, because the more changes we make, the better we actually feel. The less changes we actually make when it comes to our immediate environment, it affects us, it affects our energy. You know, it's really difficult to explain, but it's not really good for our own balance. And the more we are like kind of doing and the more we are moving things around, the better it is going to be for our spirit, the better it's going to be for our soul, and ultimately we are going to have so much more energy, my gorgeous Sagittarini, indeed. And there is also such a wise advice that you are going to have from like some kind of like a really smart woman. There is a really smart woman that you are like going to have such a wise advice when it comes to this week. Oh my God, somebody who is obviously really wise, somebody who is obviously really smart, but in terms of spirituality, you have got a very, very strong connection. And this is somebody who knows you, and you know this person as well. You are going to see this person when it comes to this week, and they are going to give you absolutely brilliant advice, which is like kind of not gonna, it's really going to surprise you what this person is going to tell you, but it's a lot to do with something that person that she has been through not that long ago. She's still affected by it. So I would actually take this very, very seriously, because you will be able to protect your life. You know, you will be able to protect yourself in the future by taking this advice really seriously indeed. It's what this person has just been through. It wasn't really nice, and you're going to be like, why are you telling me this? But as the time goes by, there are certain things that you will go through, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and you will see that this advice is going to be extremely beneficial. But there is something that you're going to need to do immediately based on what this woman is going to tell you, a certain adjustment you're going to need to make that you're going to find a little bit ludicrous at this stage of your life, but trust me, it is going to make sense very, very soon indeed. Hello my gorgeous people, I'm so excited to finally share something I've poured a lot of intention into. I've created the Ritual Mag collection, 3 absolutely beautiful mags designed for your sacred mornings, tarot sessions and daily rituals. First up is the High Priestess Brew, which is perfect for connecting with your intuition and centering your energy before a reading. Then there is a full moon fuel, a lunar inspired mag for aligning your energy with the moon's cycles. And for those powerful go-getter mornings, there is Sip Your Strength, designed to help you step into your courage and purpose. These aren't just mags, they're intentional tools to bring energy and magic to your day. You can shop the full collection right now. Just tap the link in the description or click the card up here to explore all 3. Thanks so much for supporting what I create, and I can't wait to see which one calls to you. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.